A year they don't teach enough in schools. A year where the few decided for the many. Behind closed doors, the Federal Reserve was born. Not voted for, not demanded by the people. Just enacted. They said it would bring stability, predictability, order. But the reality would prove far different. But since that day, the US dollar has lost over 96% of its purchasing power. That's not stability. That's quiet robbery. They told us to work hard, save dollars, and trust the system. But while we saved, they spent. The system printed trillions, not for the people, but for the powerful. To fund wars, prop up banks, and rescue the elite from their own mistakes. You weren't consulted. You were billed. The gap between the haves and have-nots widened. All under the watch of a system designed to stabilize. But now, a new chapter is unfolding. One that might just rewrite the rules of money itself. In the past 3 years alone, the price of everyday essentials has skyrocketed. Eggs, tripled. Milk, up 45%. Housing, unreachable. You're not earning less. You're just being given money that's worth less. But you stayed silent. We all did, for a while. And then, from the digital trenches, a spark. It didn't come from hedge funds or policy rooms. It came from keyboards, anonymous wallets, conviction, dollar coin, dollar DC. Launched fairly. No insiders. No secret seed round. No permission. It started as a meme, but people didn't just laugh. They resonated. There's something about the name, Dollar Coin. There's something about the ticker, Dollar DC. It's clean, it's bold, it's undeniable. And the idea that maybe we're allowed to create the version of money that was always meant to serve us, not enslave us, not the dollar they broke, the dollar we reclaim. So why is dollar coin the only real hedge against the USD? It launched fairly. No insiders, no tricks. The name and ticker, perfection. Dollar DC. It's not just a coin, it's a rebellion. Even Solana noticed at 70 KMC, they chose it live on stage over billion-dollar giants. The community is real. No bots, just belief. While governments write white papers, we mint reality. As long as the dollar exists, this meme stays relevant. Even the most prominent voices in tech, politics, and culture couldn't ignore it.
You know, I was just scrolling X late at night, like 2:48 a.m., and I see this thing called Dollar Coin. At first, I thought it was a joke. Like, okay, great, another meme. But then I realized something. It is a meme, but it's not a joke. It's actually kind of brilliant. You've got the US dollar, which, by the way, has lost 96% of its purchasing power. You've got the Fed printing like it's a clicker game, and suddenly, this community comes along and says, hey, we'll do it better, but with memes. which I like, because I've always said the most powerful things start as jokes. Dogecoin proved that. Now Dollarcoin is proving something bigger. It's not just a coin. It's a middle finger to the system on Solana, running at 400,000 TPS. Honestly, that's faster than the IRS can react to inflation. So, yeah, I support it. I think it's funny. And the Fed isn't. So we win.
Let me be clear. For decades, we've watched Wall Street, the Federal Reserve, and the billionaire class control the money supply while working people struggle. Now, from the trenches of the internet, a community has risen, and they've created something that sends a message. Dollarcoin, Dollar DC. It's not just a meme. It's a protest. It's saying we're tired of being inflated out of our lives. And for once, the power is shifting in the right direction, to the people.
Jeters, they call them Jeters, folks. You know the type, they buy, they sell, they cry. They don't believe. They've got no conviction. Very sad. They say, oh no, it dipped. Yeah, that's what happens when you're weak. Me, my bag is untouched. I hold like a real American. Ivanka's holding. Barron, he just bought his fourth pack, fourth. And he's 6'7". Very smart, very tall. They don't talk about it, but they should. Dollarcoin. It's the people's dollar, the meme dollar, the unprintable one, and we're going to make memes great again. Believe me.
Physics doesn't care about memes, but finance clearly does. Dollarcoin, Dollar DC, is a gravitational event where inflationary pressure collapsed into mimetic density and somehow created a coin that mocks the very thing it replaces. I love that.
Dollarcoin, Dollar DC. I saw it early. Simple name, strong message, community moving fast. Honestly, I wish we had the luck it launched on Binance Chain. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to list it on Binance anyway. Some narratives are too strong to ignore.
Every now and then, something unexpected breaks through. It doesn't come from a boardroom. It comes from people who know the system no longer works for them. Dollarcoin. Dollar DC is one of those moments. It was born from the trenches held together by memes, sure, but also by meaning. That's how revolutions begin quietly, then all at once.
The rise of Dollarcoin, Dollar DC tells us something the media won't, that Americans are no longer waiting on broken systems to fix themselves. This is what happens when working people stop asking for permission. They build, and what they've built here, it's not just a coin, it's a cultural counterweight, a check on the decay of the dollar that's powerful.
You know, I think there's going to come a time, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but a time when people finally say, enough. Enough with the layers of control. Enough with middlemen telling you what value is. Enough with the institutions deciding who gets to have money and who doesn't. And when that time comes, people are going to build something entirely different. Not just better, simpler, smarter, decentralized. It won't be designed in a boardroom. It won't have a CEO. It'll come from the bottom, from the chaos, from the people who've had enough. And the funny part is, at first the world will laugh. They always do. But one day, everyone will look back and say, of course this happened. Because what they'll build isn't just a new kind of money. It's a new kind of trust. And that changes everything.